our people made friends with the enemies. Some of our people have made friends with them. We're talking about beings who set out to destroy every part of the natural order of this planet Earth in this realm. And you're getting information on how ascend into the cosmos, brothers and sisters. And sometimes in order to grow, you got to spend some money. You have to learn science. Not their science, but real science. That last message. Well, we got all the metals in us. We have all the metals in us, in our organs. But in order for the metals in us to be activated, we need the metals on the outside of us as well. See, that's how it works. It's in and out, inside out. All right, inside out. So it's like the things on the outside, these metals, these crystals help to activate something on the inside of us. I encourage you all to get yourself a smelt. A smelt is a furnace that burns. Burns metals. You can put all kind of metals in there, chemicals and stuff like that. Temperatures get up to like 5,000 degrees because it's melting that metal. All right. Make sure you get proper gloves and gear if you're not ready to handle it, because that stuff is hot. I'm going to be working on how many metals is this right here. You got copper, nickel, zinc, carbon, iron, silver, neodymium. That's like 7 different metals. All right. And aluminum. All right. 8 different metals. There's 8 different metals you can mix together. Copper, zinc, carbon, because that's what it's still is, carbon. And there's iron. All right. And then there's silver. And there's aluminum. And there's aluminum there. There's, what's the denominator name? Oh, nickels. There's the nickels, neodymium. So yeah, that's 8 different metals. You can mix it up and you create one new metal from 8 different metals. Which means that we've got to practice and create. There's a branch for mixing these coppers and zincs together. And then you create branches, okay? So you take zinc and silver and you mix them together. The zinc loses to electrons and silver gains, and you make a type of silver. You're mixing these type of metals together. Understand that, brothers and sisters. And they say aluminum. Aluminum is a low vibrational metal. Yes, it's a low vibrational energy, but when you combine aluminum with other high frequency metals, you find yourself the lower rational aluminum causes the other metals to accelerate in energy. Nickel is high vibrational. I got a whole ton of pennies in there, because pennies will be a nickel. Pennies are not made from copper. Pennies are nickels. It's the nickel metal with a copper coating over it. So it has nickel in it. It's got copper coating, but it's nickel. Nickels, quarters, and dimes are made of copper. They have a nickel coating over it. Alright, so someone said, what about, there's a way I think you can combine the copper to create a code. And that's hard to find, okay? It's so hard to find. Okay? You create gold by combining copper together. We got to get back into science, brothers and sisters. The science of how to making things. The science of making metals, creating things. You can take quartz crystals and literally, and I'm going to tell you this right here, quartz crystals. You can combine metal and crystals together. When they combine together, all the heat or whatever, the metal is going to be... What the fuck? Are you kidding? The crystal is going to burn, crackle, pop. It's going to be all going throughout the metal. You finally pour the metal. You're going to be the middle. It's going to be like sand. Alright. The fire literally breaks the crystal down into granular sand light. That's what the fire does. It turns the crystals into sand. When you finally pour the liquid metal, it's gonna be like really sandy. The only reason I'm telling you is just because I've done it. So we're talking about the science. We're talking about our ancestors creating different metals. Our ancestors were combining things together. There are a lot of metals like plutonium. Where do you think plutonium comes from? Pluto. So it means at some point we were in the trading business and we traded between planets. We were going to Pluto and we were getting plutonium from the plutonians. And we brought loads of plutonium back to our planets. Uranium, where do you think we got it from? We go to Uranus. And we would trade with the brothers and sisters in Uranus. We'd bring loads of crystals, whatever. We'd trade with the brothers and sisters on Uranus. We'd get loads and loads of it, and we'd take it over into the trading business. There's a whole thing about trading between planets. We are advanced civilizations. Now we've got this alien species. Oh, the aliens. Every time you look at somebody that doesn't look like you, you see an alien, brothers and sisters. Alright? If they don't look like this right here, they're alien. Oh, they're aliens, You see the aliens every fucking day. The white people, Native American, Asian people, Muslim, Mexican people, Jewish people. You do nothing about them. These are the aliens. The aliens are literally convinced us to be insane. But the black and other Hispanic people, we're gods and goddesses. We've got to grow, my black and Hispanic brothers and sisters. We have to rekindle the science within us, okay? Just about, we talked about before, our ancestors were splicing different plants together and creating new plants. How did we made marijuana on this Sirius star system? Now we're on TikTok, dancing, YouTube, dancing, fighting, doing little skits, trying to get rich by joining the football league, the basketball league, trying to become actors. We've completely forgotten about being scientists. We completely forgot about being physicists. We forgot the thing about being alchemists. I mean, this is chemists. Where you start dealing with different plants and you start combining plants and combine the serum of one plant and the serum of another plant. That's chemistry. We've forgotten about this. This is something that I express, but even last night, I mean, this thought is coming over me, you know. And believe me, I'm not the popular YouTuber today. A lot of brothers and sisters on YouTube don't like to hear anything from me because I'm telling you, you gotta work. They don't want to hear something beautiful. So catch these more popular YouTubers that start doing things like giving a smelt. I was like said to myself, I guarantee you, even some brother and sister who's more popular on YouTube, who brothers and sisters like to listen to more, listen to me, and they start getting to these scientific things, then brothers and sisters will start getting as well. I'll be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'll literally cancel my YouTube account right then, because I've been talking about this for the longest time. Takes some other brother or sister. Other YouTubers copy me. They literally copy me. So I'm gonna do this here, just like Brother Wisdom, Brother Hayru Horace do it, Brother Wisdom do it. And they do it. They said, wow, that's what it's gonna take. This is what I'm gonna give up. I'm not even gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna lead them. Keep telling you guys, you gotta get back into science. I'm gonna extract the serum from one leaf by boiling the leaf. And get another leaf and boil that leaf. Okay. Then once you boil it, there's a cause of steam action where you literally create a steam. The steam catches the serum of the different leaves. And they go into, it trips down into a flask. Okay? Now you have two different plant serum. There's chemistry. The plants that I told you, a lot of these poisons, these Saxons call themselves creating. They're creating chemicals and all. They're going to plants. Because our ancestors taught them this shit. They're going to the plants. They're putting the poison ivy. They're going to all the different poisonous plants. And they're extracting the serum from those plants. And they're creating the chemicals. They're creating the chemicals. You're using the serums from the plants. This is chemistry. This is chemistry. A lot of your medicines are made from some kind of chemical in a plant substance. This is, come on now. You gotta get back into chemistry. You gotta get back into physics. You gotta understand the dynamics and how things work when you change your mind, when you change your fucking atmosphere. Get the fuck off TikTok. They will captivate your mind. Remember, we talked about entertainment. It's a compound word. It's a three-phase compound word. Enter, to go in. Contain is the hold. Capture is the hold. Hey, get down, Jake. Mind, get in. And hold the mind, go in. And contain the mind. And only capture the mind. And you contain something. You're deceptively containing it. Contain. Con means deceptive. When you contain something, you're deceptively holding. Deceptively holding something. Deceptively capturing. That's what contain means, to deceptively hold. A container is deceptively holding something that's not supposed to have it in its possession. You understand this, brothers and sisters. So we got to get back to chemistry, alchemy. All right. Remember, our ancestors were splicing two different flowers together to create a new flower. And this is the natural order. Broccoli, cauliflower. Who do you think created that? Us. They want to give themselves praise. They'll never give us praise for it. We already created that shit. Alright? Alchemy. What I'm doing right now, the smelting is alchemy. You're combining different metals to create a different metal. Like I said, brothers and sisters, we were into the trading. That's the whole thing about trade. We were into trading. When you look at the movie Star Wars, what they tell you, they're all about trading. They're all about building a new world, of creating a dynamics of the planet Earth. Okay? This is what we got to get back to. We've fallen short, and we've let an alien species run our shit, and we're not doing anything about it. All you have to do is go out there and get this flower right here, and let me get this flower right here, and then I'm gonna take this flower and extract it, and extract the juice on this flower, and extract the juice on it right here. Now you're just getting some breeding materials, so you can begin breeding the damn flower, and the acidity, and start reading the acidity of the flower. All right, you see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? You're doing this so you can learn to get back into chemistry. Now I think I created this right here. And then you go and test and see how it works. Chemistry, alchemy, physics. You get into physics and you say, this is how fast this goes. This is how slow this goes. Sir Isaac Newton John. Now come on now, motherfucker. It was us, nigga. We already did this shit, nigga. The only thing they did is took what we had, because they put us in a sleep state, and we growing up thinking that it was them that did all this, and in reality it was us all the time. It's always been us, and it's gonna always continue to be us. And we gotta advance our minds and hearts to do something to confront these beings. Like that brother said, I just want to be human for a chance. Why, motherfucker? You want to sit up and watch football all goddamn day? To what extent do we go up watching TV? I do messages because I want brothers and sisters to grow. I watch TV too, but I do it less now. As I want you to grow together. Oh, fuck. Other brothers and sisters know. We share information between each other. The key point is we gotta return back to the original ways. This is how we advanced our minds. When our minds become advanced, we talked about this. Many of you may not have the money. That is bullshit. What a fucking sweat. But you can go and let me see how this leaf and this leaf, and let me see if I can combine the two serums, because you got two serums. That's all within just a serum within our body. So you got the thing you call chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is just a serum, because each leaf has a different type of chlorophyll. Understand that? It's not the same, nigga. The chemistry of an oak tree is the chemistry of a pine tree. Okay? Alright. Let's just say you got a chemistry of the astrid. Different pine trees have different evergreens. They may look just like pine trees, but each pine tree has a different chemistry. You gotta understand that. Each pine tree got a different one. Pine tree is different from the chemistry of another pine tree, which means you can create a new pine tree. And you can splice the seeds and put them together to make a new tree. That's what our ancestors did. They did a lot of splicing. They did a lot of gene splicing. Not with ourselves, but with nature. But let me see if I can create it. If I can splice these 3 tree seeds. Let's see what kind of tree grows from this. We're all in chemistry and all kinds of stuff. And we've completely forgotten about who we are. We got to get back into this, brothers and sisters. This is our livelihood. This is where we come from. It's not about going to a fucking 9 to 5. This shit's dying away. It's dying away rapidly, motherfucker. Working slow as fuck. Even grocery stores everywhere, they're collapsing slowly. People are dying because of diseases. They're disappearing out of nowhere because of these diseases. So you got to understand, we got to rebuild this planet Earth. This is why we got to build vessels. We got to get ready. We got to reset our minds. We got to reset our minds, because the original program, which we're supposed to be operating on, so it can advance to a higher program. As long as we follow the program that these aliens created, we can't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere. where we're gonna go with some piece of paper with some material, paper-like material called money, because it's cotton and linen combined together. Looks like paper, but it's not. It's cloth. We got this cloth. We run around with this cloth thinking that we're getting somewhere, and that cloth isn't taking us anywhere. Look at the religion. The religion is literally a fucking facade. Religion, the Latin term of religion is religion. Religion is the same thing as entertainment, to hold, to capture, to possess, to bind in chains. What does tame mean? To hold, to bind, to put in chains, to capture. Enter, bind, keep them bound, and keep them bound. Enter and hold the mind. Enter and bind the mind. Enter and chain the mind. Same thing with religion. Religion is reger. It's the same thing. Brothers and sisters sitting up in the church, and they're preaching with the preacher. What does he talk about? Nothing. But he's giving you something good here, because that's all entertainment. Religion is all about entertainment. We're going to hold you down. We're going to keep you. We're going to make sure you keep praising this false God that never existed anywhere, because you're the real gods, Black and Hispanic people. Because we're not going to tell you, because these brothers and sisters, they're talking about, oh, believe me, brothers and sisters, they're going to pay. Because when this thing is over, there will be no police, there will be no judges, there will be no prosecutors, and all these brothers and sisters who fucked our people over, we're going to take care of their asses, believe me. They ass gonna get taken care of, because they knew the truth, but they refused because they wanted the money from this alien-based system. We got to get back into science, brothers and sisters, physics, chemistry, and dynamics. We got to get back into the arts. We were into the music. You see those African-American jazz bands, you see those Siberian Asians that call themselves Native Americans. They listen, the music goes boom, boom, boom. The music we listen to today, same music we listened to back then. We got higher powers. We danced, and we had all the instruments that we played. Yes, come on now. This is who we are. We got to get back into that, brothers and sisters, to the basics. We got to get back into the basics, because we literally held our fucking selves back. You might not have the money to get a smelt. You might not have the money to get, what's that other furnace? A forge. You might not have money. You can become scientists. You can start understanding the acidic, and you can start purchase, because those things don't cost a whole lot of money. You can purchase something where it can show you the acidity of a plant, of an alkalinity. And you can put it in one area, and you put the same plant, and it'll show you if it's a high acidic level of alkaline. Do the same thing with fruits and vegetables. You can become chemists again. Yes, this is who we are, brothers and sisters. Same time, most of them were gardeners. Brothers and sisters there were a lot of gardeners who grew a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits. A lot of fruits had apple grows, ear grows, pear grows, peach grows. Yes, creating that food by splicing the seeds of the fruit. Yes, we did. We created a lot of this shit, brothers and sisters. All of them had seeds. We had the whole freaking land populated, nothing but fruits trees and all kind of other trees. You see the acorn tree? Those acorns that come down on you, oh my goodness, the acorns, we made acorn butter. The squirrels didn't only have acorns, we had acorns as well. So we have to get back into science and chemistry and physics, alchemy. Alright? We got to get back into those areas, because this is where we advance. Get back into the arts, the art of calligraphy. Building, creating, designing, structuring, treating the air with certain things that we did to treat the air, to make sure certain elements are strong in the atmosphere. We're like the ants and the bees constantly working. And now look at us. We're going to work every day for companies while our enemies destroy nature. This is the gist of it all, brothers and sisters. We got to bring things back into perspective because we've been pulled away from a system, by a system. It's designed to destroy us. And they're the destruction that they operate in. They are enjoying this. They're enjoying this. We talking about we waiting on the galactic sun. The galactic sun is waiting on us. The sun is literally waiting on us. Our galactic sun responds to what we do. We're saying, oh, the sun, what are you gonna do? Because this is called the butterfly effect. Everything that we do, nature responds to us in a positive way. We've been saying in a negative way, because all the negative energy it comes in, the forces is the most powerful energy. It's more powerful than positive energy, and it helps to charge us up. This is the gist of it all, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to share that with you all. So you all can't get a smelt, but you can all become chemists. And you can deal with smelting, you can deal with alchemy. But then you have physics, where you're learning how to do things. Oh, if you drive up a rock and a feather, which one gets to the ground faster? And the student responds that the feather and the rock travel at the same speed. And we actually follow their bullshit. You got a feather and a rock. That feather is going to be carried by the wind. That feather is going to stay in the air as long as the wind is blowing. It's going to be caught inside of grass. Okay? Now, if you're inside of a freaking building, of course, that feather's gonna fall straight to the ground. Bring that feather out into the atmosphere and drop a feather on a rock. That feather's gonna fly across the sky. It's gonna go somewhere you won't be able to find that motherfucker no mo. So a feather and a rock does not travel at the same fucking speed. Because a feather is pulled by the atmosphere, which means the feather, which we call gravity, does not affect a feather, okay? All right? The feather is more so pulled by the density and more by the gravity. So density takes over. So we getting into real science right here. So yeah, if you're in an enclosed room and you drop a rock and a feather, that rock's gonna hit the flow first, faster than that feather, because it's solid. You're talking about it's solid, and the feather doesn't have solidity in it. So that feather is gonna hit the flow. It's gonna hit the flow after the rock hits the flow, because it's moving a whole lot slower because it's lighter. See what I'm saying? The stuff that we learn in school, a feather and a rock has the same mass as all the same speed. Come on now. You're talking about aliens who literally miseducated you. Because go out into the atmosphere. Go out on top of create a tower. Go on top of a building. And hold a rock and a feather. And drop that rock and drop that motherfucking feather at the same time, nigga. And see what once hits the feather ain't gonna touch the ground. The feather gonna fly in the sky for several hours or several minutes or whatever it is. The rock is on the ground and the feather still hasn't touched the ground, which means they do not have the same mass. They do not have, and it's density that takes over and not gravity. It's density. Gravity isn't real, but density is. So we need go back into science, chemistry, physics, alchemy, the real art. That's the gist of it all, brothers and sisters. All right, catch you guys later.